Hello once again, audience, and welcome back to MNC Gaming DomiNations with Christopher. Get that bad boy up. We're in war! I've been 3-starred. Got my defensive coalitions up, which seem to be helping a little bit. I am ranked 6th of this war, and it's actually a fair matchup. Imagine that. So, what is the plan? Had a blast and learned a lot over in the All-Star War. Got some great advice from some wonderful attackers. So I'm hoping we can put that to good use.
Are you going to sing for everybody?
We got a singing baby. Look at me not paying attention. What I focus on now as far as a drop point for my generals and my distraction troops are the anti-tank guns and troops that overwhelm. These guys might have something in the stronghold as well. So, obviously over here is out of the question, over here is out of the question for the distraction for that silo. So that's what you need to focus on. We'll call that point A. The second thing that I take a note of for my main army is what I need to actually distract, which is typically mortars. Where's that last one? Right there. So I've got to actually use my decoys to distract these mortars as I get closer to them, and potentially generals. So something like in there would be very good. So with that in mind, and I do sometimes like to actually keep rally them all back together before it's all over. And I'm certainly not, I'm still learning, still working on the metrics of the troops. I've got some library research that's ongoing. But with that being said, I think the plan is going to be as follows. My distractions are going to be going there, which is my generals. We'll call that D1, which is your generals and mercenaries, which is enough to actually distract everybody. Next I'm going to be going for a drop right down here. And probably going to go with a blitzkrieg somewhere in there. Or not the blitzkrieg. Yeah, blitzkrieg. That will disable everything, allowing me to get a foothold and get my troops, I'm hoping, in there. I've got a wall sapper to hopefully do that. I can also put a decoy right over here, hopefully distracting that and that. Once I get in there, I can do the strength of Liam Neeson and work our way through. That's the hope anyways. I'm not taking any troop cards with me. It's a 183 global. I feel like I'm doing all right as far as and holding my own against people of the same age. The atomics are obviously a little bit more difficult. Well, what is he running with? Level 5, so we can expect to have to use our planes to get through a little bit of that. 4 planes, 3 little footies. I've got a couple of supply carts. My 1 wall engineer, 7 howitzers, 14 bazookas. I love my bazookas. Mercs, we're going with a couple of flams and a couple of jags. They'll probably race in there and try and kill something, but usually I find those jags end up dying. When I do have the trade goods available, I usually just go with nothing but flam panzers. Tactics. Only 1 sabotage, 1 protect. I'm hooked on the protect. I know a lot of people say, well, get rid of it and use 2 more decoys, especially now that it's a little bit better on Android. But I still just can't seem to fathom not using a protect. Alliance troops, it says 24 out of 30, but in actuality, if you can count, that is 30 out of 30. 3 field howitzers at 27 plus 3 shooters, which gives me 30. Generals, I'm going with Cleo Nobunaga, because I'm sitting next to my wife, and Napoleon. Oh, she's got a grin on her face now. So, yeah. Let's see how we can get on. Here you go. You're welcome. Alright. So we go with 1, 2, 3 Mercs. And then we go over here. We want to go right about there. Protect all of you guys. Get my wall sapper in there. Throw it on my decoy there. Blitzkrieg there. Oh. See, and it does appear as though I'm going to need to do a little bit of oh no! See, that doesn't help at all, does it? All over but the crying now. I'm not sure what happened, and that's kind of part of my problem. My wife seems to think that that's pretty funny. 50% damage. Obviously something happened to my generals before I had a chance to do anything about it. And now that, see, that's the problem that I have with the silo, is as soon as you get a little bit too much separation, if your heavies get too overwhelmed and they die, I'll have to watch. Gabby? I'll have to watch that replay and see what happened.
Not you, Des. Not
Alright, well, there it is. Still a learning experience. 3 stars, 52%. Thank you very much for tuning in, anyways. As always, keep your sticks on the ice. Have a good time.